Hey guys, I just thought I'd do a little sketchbook update for you. This here isn't really part of my sketchbook. It's something I started, it's actually a customer's logo, branding. They have a tiger as part of their branding, and I just did a quick drawing of a pumpkin and with a negative space work done for the lighting. And sorry, I don't have enough hands here, and dead pigs that are on my counter are getting in the way. Dead pigs. Anyways, so yeah, pumpkin sketch with negative space use. I thought about maybe going over it with some highlighters to kind of give that glow, but it's done. And then I made a copy for the customer and gave it to their marketing department. So see what if they ask me to do anything for them later out of that, that'd be kind of cool. Don't mind those, because that was this is my second attempt recording this video. I didn't realize I didn't have my mic on the first time. Anyways, so sketchbook sketches. Actually worked on the inside of the cover. Did some vine and flower work that actually turned out pretty good. My usual motif of hearts with wings, bat wings or bird wings, and pretty much all flower work on this inside cover, and then kind of a mosh of other stuff. I got tired of doing flowers. Some kind of messed up looking fish, vampire. Of course, it's October, so you got little gulls with a rip, an apple. I don't know why the heck I drew an apple, but I drew an apple. My gorilla skull. I don't know why, but most of my skulls, when I draw them, they look like gorillas. And then trying to work on a logo for myself. Flame seaweed technique. That turned out pretty good, though. Let's get a macro on that. Macro! So yeah, that turned out pretty wicked for no pencil. That's one thing I should mention. These are all straight ink. No pencil or pre-lines are made. So that turned out pretty cool. Alright, get all the macro. And next drawing. Yeah, nothing much to mention here. Just a dude. No reference. Just sketching them out. And another pumpkin. Pumpkins. Picket fence. Candy on the thing. Probably wouldn't have vine work out there, but threw it in there anyways. Here's a kind of a drama scene. I started off with the rose. I think originally I planned on having it like in a vase or something like that, but I drew the rose, and then I didn't. For some reason, I thought, well, I'm gonna fill the background up with more of a drama scene. So that's pretty much as far as like rose, drama scene. Did ribbon. A little bit of ribbon work, not too much detail on the ribbon work, but it's not needed. Just talk about right now. I started to do a football scene. I don't know why I was doing football. I don't watch football, but anyways, practice sketches. I couldn't think of anything, so I was just doing some practice sketches. Got a really kind of cool eye down in the corner. Macro. I like that eye. That eye turned out pretty good. And back out of macro. Now here's one I've spent some time working on. Got your Greek theme. I worked with that. So you got your Greek warrior, and then the Hydra. And there's the head of the Hydra being cut off. The Greek warrior's got flame around his hand. I try to work with some foreshortening on this. The spear and the hand for the warrior. The positioning on the arm here didn't turn out too bad. I would say if I was doing this digitally, I probably would adjust it, but after laying everything else in, I figured I could probably scoot by with it. The one thing is that I have a pen that I use, not a pen, but a pencil that I use for my solid dark lines, as you can see here. Once I apply that, there's a grease to it that you just can't erase. So that's one reason why I didn't fix it. Things to note here, we'll go back into macro, is the texturing. This piece here, hi Mike, get out of the way. But this piece here, you can see some really fine details on the scale work here, and then the detail continues on. This is started off with just a tone shade, and then once I had the tone shade kind of where I wanted, well, a little bit lighter than what I wanted, then I went back over it with just circles, lots and lots. See, you can see circles there, lots of circles. Even on the darkest area, that's all circles. And then I just kind of threw in a little Greek building in the background there. Not much for detail on that. But yeah, that's pretty much where I stopped with that one. And keep them. Okay, so next piece. So here is a I took that little ink sketch and then I tried to draw it as a full illustration. Different pose for the rat, not the same kind of pumpkin. I didn't really reference my little drawing that much, being that several pages behind, and I wasn't going to cut it all out of the book. But it turned out pretty good. Got the rat here. At first I was going to do the rat with like a carving blade, but I thought that looked a little bit way over the top for the sinister look. So I thought it'd be just better just to have his hand holding the guts of the pumpkin. And then threw some bats in the background there. And yeah, this piece is good. I mean, I don't think I spent more than an hour working on it. It's hard to say. When you do the shading, it always seems to take a little bit longer, because you gotta do so many layers to get the thing. So there we go. Rose. Not much else to say. Just ribbon and shadow work. Here is a drawing of a pizzeria place. Really small pizzeria, but this is Torby's Pizza, and this is just about a roughly 30-minute sketch. Maybe a little bit time after that for darkening the lines for detail, for sharpening the detail. But I sat at the table here. There's two tables in there, and then on this side here where my thumb is at is a bar that faces the walkway. So yep, Torby's Pizza, pretty good pizza. Then here's just a trick-or-treater. Nothing much really else to mention there either. Tree with an owl. Woo, woo. And then the ever so common haunted house with bats flying around it. And then the cat. And then just the kid with the Frankenstein mask. And that's about it. Here is a sketch from the IDS building floor. I don't even know what street that is. I would say that the 5th Avenue. Well, yeah. Let me place this mic here so I can point with the other hands, because Dang book, don't stand up here. Alright, so anyways, this building here, right on the opposite side of that building, should be the Metro Rail. And so behind this building would be the 5th Avenue Towers. Yeah. So anyways, this building here was reflecting off of this building. About right around here, I think, is the dome. No. I think the dome's that way. So, yeah, I think the dome is that way. But anyways, just downtown Minneapolis. No real fine detail. Didn't have the time to do the detail because, like, when I started, the shadow was, like, coming off of the IDS. Is like this direction. And by the time I got done doing all the form work, the structure, the shadow was already, like, over to here. So, that was... I mean, it shifted that much, like, within about 45 minutes worth of work. Yeah, that sounds about right. And so, anyways, pretty cool. This building here actually reflected here, and then just a little bit up above here even more was another reflection. But because of time constraints, I didn't put that in there. Then... here is just a kind of a green parrot with a tropical bird, flowers. I saw that what inspired this picture was a tattoo on a woman's arm, probably about no bigger than that, and it was the more colorful red parrot, but I think mine looks more like of the green breed. And I started off with just the flowers, and then did the bird after that. Feet don't look too bad. Didn't really go into too much detail for the feathering, so I think the head's just a little bit portioned off, so that's why I kept on filling it up with more hair. But I think that turned out pretty good. Here's a quick pencil sketch, and then I went over it with ink. So I think I'm not going to do much more on that. Turned out okay. I would say probably the only trouble area I had was the lips. But yeah, just a quick deal there. And then ice cream malt, root beer float, ice cream scoop, root beer. Why would you have cherry on top of a root beer float? I don't know. I just threw it on there. Here's a, I don't know, freaky butterfly. Think I might be putting that on a t-shirt. Here's a, oh, Mike fell down. Just a quick, I mean, really no fine detail put into this, just quick light study. A painting, it was a similar painting that I saw at one of the clients' place, but it had double rows of trees, and the road actually kind of went further back up this way. So mine's just a little bit shorter, one set of row of trees, and then a mountain scene. And then I just did kind of a horse and buggy. The horse and buggy was pretty much just shapes, and then I went back over it just to add a little bit of detail. So again, this is pretty much just a light study. No clue. Just started drawing. The first form, I just did some squiggly lines, and then from that squiggly line I made the face. The squiggly lines is part of the nose, and then just from the two lines that I made, did this whole piece. So, yep. hat here. Then here's the piece I started today. This is probably about 15 minutes into it. Going really extreme on the perspective there as far as for the background. It's a little hover car here. Doing some hover cars on the bottom and up on the top. So we'll see how that one comes out in the future. And that's it. A little bit longer version of reviewing the sketchbook, but I went into a little bit more detail with the pieces. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.